You know how a thing could happen and you could mistake a poison for a pastry. You could mistake a gaff for a gift. The Trojan horse theory. The Trojan is probably exactly true. It sounds totally reasonable because the Trojan horse was only supposed to insert one guy and he was going to get to the gate, right? And let everybody in. That's exactly what happened. Well, Tracy and I have been to 2 Project Room Key sites. And in both instances, when we left the first time, after getting illegally kicked out by the administrators of Project Roomkey for no reason, no notice, no eviction, no nothing, and we can get no help from California tenant laws because this is transitional housing. It doesn't matter. It doesn't even matter. I've looked that up. In transitional housing, you're supposed to be afforded American tenant rights. We got none. If we were fucking illegal migrants or we were any colored race at all, oh man, we would have fucking everybody bending over backwards to fucking rally our cause. But because we are older white Americans, we are the bad fuckers and we gotta go. So the first time we left, within a few weeks, Tracy came down blind, legally blind. At that time, she had a little bit of sight, even then, because legally blind doesn't mean absolutely blind. It just means you are not at all responsible for your vision. During the course of the next year, where we tried to get some kind of help with either the housing or her eyes, nothing. Then we got into the second Project Roomkey site up in Ventura County. And after 6.5 months of living in the same place, once again, there's cops beating on our door, trying to get in. Huh?
Don't yell.
And we were kicked out with no notice, even though people both times are trying to break into our sleeping quarters for no reason and have no authority to do that, including the police. We have to go. Although I know that's a felony home invasion, and any one of California's ex 20 million or current 3 million incarcerated individuals know that is felony home invasion, and you should have the right to self-defense, meaning if someone comes into your sleeping quarters when you're sleeping, you should have the right to fucking kill them. But, oh no, we're the bad guy. We gotta go. Within a few weeks, all of a sudden, Tracy gets breast cancer. During the Ventura County stay, within a few weeks of getting in there, I had a heart attack. The first time around, in Canoga Park I got severely sick with infections. Those got clear.
I got in the IBS and
she got the IBS and
acid reflux.
Acid reflux. Yeah. The second one, I got a heart attack in, and she got the second one when we left. She got a breast cancer. You could say, well, this is a couple that's been together. Maybe they had bad eating or whatever habits. Except in both cases, people that we knew there, the first one we were there 15 and a half months. I don't know how long it's supposed to be before you establish some sort of tenant rights. The second one, we were there 6.5 months. In both places, the populations that lived there got sicker. They both developed different diseases. They were both treated bad by the people that ran it. And people that depart those places shortly thereafter. We're the fucking pain in the asses because we won't die. We won't die.
Yeah, because other
people we refuse to die. But there's been too many deaths and too many sicknesses at these places where there's these concentrated populations. And this isn't because of the habit. This is because this is unnatural and it's being governed by the state. So it occurs to me that if we get sicker and sicker from each one of them, and both the peoples and both of them get sicker and sicker, and
the same people that have been there since way before we got there are still there
and getting sicker. And in the second one, I know for a fact. I'm an ex-contractor, ex-carpenter. I know all this. I worked construction for 40 fucking years. You gonna tell me about construction? In a hotel, there's chases between the rooms, and there's also fucking places that you can get up in the ceilings so you could maintain the property. Well, in the middle of the night, there's people going in between the walls, going up in the ceilings. Oh, that's paranoid, Brian. They would never do things like wire the place up to surveil people's actions. Really? Are you kidding me? State-governed sites where they're giving away housing, they're not going to try to stick a thermometer or scope up your ass and see what the fuck's going on. Well, this is Gavin Newsom's way. Now, combine that with when Xi Jinping, who seems to have more fucking pull in America than anybody else, why don't you shut the fuck up? Let me finish. Then Biden, because he supersedes Biden. He trumps Biden. Trump, I shouldn't say that. He beats the shit out of Biden. He comes into town in San Francisco, and overnight, 20,000 homeless have gone missing, and nobody has really come up with a rock-solid explanation of where the fuck they went. So it appears to me that Gavin Newsome is the liberal Democrat, Chinese commie spy fucking party boy that's more than willing to just kill off vast amounts of people. That's the Trojan horse. Oh, we'll give you a room. Oh, yeah, well, we're going to give a dying man in the desert. We're going to offer you a half a cup of water. Oh, you're so great. Meanwhile, the other half a cup is cyanide. That's what's happening. Project Roomkey is a kill zone. All the sites in it are kill zones, and their double purpose is to steal properties away, devalued properties away, because they killed the tourism in the state. They've ruined the state, so nobody wants to come visit here. And they've taken these, half-hearted fucking hotels, repossessed them pennies on the dollar, and then they're selling them off as prime property. It's bullshit. Gavin Newsome is a fucking murderous spy, and that piece of shit should be hung up dry.